That's funny.
What happened is, it was a normal ordinary evening, and I've got 3 cats. That's my baby. And we went to bed, as usual, about 10, 10:30. And I woke up, but it was very dark because it's normally a light outside, and it was extremely dark. And I woke up and there was somebody standing right next to my bed here. And I couldn't, you're confused. And I said something, he said, shh, 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 shh. And it took me a few seconds to realize. And I said, take whatever you want, please don't hurt me, take whatever you want. So he said, and he was fiddling there at the cupboard, and he said, where's the phone? Now, you saw I've got a queen-size bed, so it's terribly dangerous to lean over and take the phone there, my back. So, but I said, just a moment, sir, and I gave him the phone. I knew I had to get him out as soon as possible. I wouldn't have known it if I didn't do the course I'm doing and the work I'm doing, NLP and coaching, etc. And so I gave him the phone, and he said, where's the money? So I said, it's in the safe, but I don't have much, I only got 200 rand. And he said, well, open it. But while he's talking, he's whispering, but he's whispering so soft that I've got to ask him to repeat everything, because he talks like this. So you can't hear. And I mean, we all know that this is now going to make him angry, because I can't hear. And I said, please sir, I can't hear you, can you speak louder? And I said, the keys is in the kitchen. And I went that side of the bed, and he was standing that side, all the time with this big, long silencer gun. I thought it was a silencer, I don't know guns, against my head or directed at me. You don't look at a man's face at all, you don't see that. All you see is the gun. And I backed away from him, my back always away from him, facing him, and I got the keys from there, where I found it now, and I went back this way, and here I must have forgotten, because I walked to the cupboard, and then next minute, and I tried to open the safe, and the next minute there's a pen light showing on the safe. And I thought, oh my God, I forgot this man is here, behind me, for a split second, disoriented. And I then opened the safe, and I said to him, I've only got the 200 rand I gave him, where's the rings? But in that whisper, but that you can't mistake that tone. And I gave him my little box with my gold jewelry. My father's given me his ring with a diamond and everything. We just got the sentimental value. But of course it's also valuable. And I gave him, I was so eager, you cannot believe how eager you are to please this man, just so he doesn't shoot you, because it's a hair trigger, we all know that about a gun. And so I gave him the little velvet pouch of the pearls as well. And said, and the bangles, he took my thin gold bangles off, and these, I mean, that you can see is impossible to get off. And this he missed, but this is an heirloom, I mean, this is gone, it's 8,000 rand a stone, but he didn't know about that. And then my crosses, well, he didn't think, because to these people, I think, that are not educated enough, it must be shiny and diamond. But I'm lucky, because that's heirlooms. And I gave that to him, and then my back was against the bed. And as I'm standing against the bed like this, he came and he stood close to me and said, now you've got to do something for me. I said, please, please don't do this. I could be your mother. Please don't do this. And I saw that Alison, that, remember, her throat was cut. And I was lucky once I saw, she had a thing, like a show. Sorry, my words doesn't come out well, because it's the stress still. I've got post-traumatic stress. And so I thought, what I need to do is to make this man come as soon as possible, because then he will leave me. And I knew that I had to humanize me, because if I don't humanize me, I am just nothing to him. I've got to get to his heart. I've got to get to his emotions. So I tried to open his pants, but it was so tight, and the feel of his fabric was like this windbreaker, you know, that slimy feel. But his pants was too tight, so he took it out. So I thought, let me make him come. It was so degrading. And then he pushed me, he flipped me around, and I knew you would tear me to pieces. Because if you haven't done it from behind ever, you can't get it. And as it is, I haven't had sex for years and years, because the work I do, and I don't have a boyfriend, and I'm a bit too old for bars and that, but even then, when I was young, I didn't just sleep for anybody. And your body, I've since heard, like it opens up for a baby, so it closes if you rape, you know, that's why it's so painful. And I don't know how, but I forcibly turned myself back, and I had blue marks from here to there. It was really manhandled. And he chucked me on the bed, and there's not nice words for this. He fucked me hard, fast, and nasty. He tried to inflict as much pain as possible, because first he scratched me inside here, and then I touched his face to try. I knew I had to humanize me, and I touched his face, and I thought, let me, you know. And I thought to myself, when he was scratching me, if I don't do something, this man's is gonna tear me to pieces. I said, let me put cream on, please, because you are, you know. And I just took any cream, because, you know, and it's not because I wanted him or anything, but I knew I've got to make it as painless for me as possible. And he then did it. And then he said to me, sleep, sleep. And I then realized that this man is not from South Africa. What he means is get on the bed and lie down. And then the most terrifying thing happened. The pillow, because I've got a lot of pillows, and at night I chuck them on the bed. I think most people do that. And he picked up the pillow and he walked around the bed. And I knew he's going to take this, he's going to smother me with a pillow, but because he's not coming around, he's going to shoot me through this pillow. Because it's easy to shoot through a pillow than what it is to shoot you in your face. And I said, please, sir, please, I haven't seen your face. Please, please don't hurt me. And then he left. And he said something, but I don't know what he said. And I sat on the bed, but throughout, it was terrible, but there was an unnatural calm, just thinking. And I heard him jumping over, because there was like plates or something there, you know, building stuff. And I heard that in the background, and then I also heard like paper. And I told the police that. And then I thought, okay, fine, I've got to get out of here. But I didn't know if he's waiting here for me with a gun. So I thought, but that must be him. And it's gone. So I climbed out with my nightie on, and at that end there, I climbed over. I mean, because I'm not young anymore, I had to climb on top of this little ledge, and then on top of the wall. Now, I mean, I'm 5'2", I'm small. I was now this height, and I had to slide off with the tree. So that also caused a lot of damage. And then I walked down there, and the house where I rent from, they've got a very strong light outside the back door. And I thought to myself, but I'm still calm. And I thought to myself that if I go to that light and knock, they're going to shoot me. or if they open for me, then they're going to shoot him, the man and his mother. So I walked around their house, and as I got around their house, I fell apart. I was hysterical, but I mean, so hysterical. I didn't knock, I banged on all the windows. I banged and I screamed. I said, please open up, I've been robbed and raped. Help me, help me. And the man, he came out and I could see he was traumatized as well. But he phoned first. I said, why didn't you open for me, please? Because this man might be here. Open up for me, please. He said, I'm phoning the police. I said, don't. Firstly, I